right, guys, we're back for round three's review of 2023 AFL season. Um, just go back to this screen. Just a abysmal weekend in terms of just both fantasy formats. 2064, which is just disgustingly low, below the average. Yeah, just a terrible weekend. Dropped 18,000 in ranks. So ranks done. Like, if you're here to watch high rank game, super coach, whatever, turn off now because hey, you're not finding it here. Uh, Absolute waste of a year so far. Didn't even feel too bad about the team going in. Like, going into the round, I was like, oh yeah, this is, there's areas to fix and everything, but I was pretty confident in it. But just all through, like, so many people just underperforming. Like, and it's not just slightly underperform, it's massive, just L after L after L on every trade. It's so, oh no, like, it's past being annoying. It's just, it hurts at this point. So, getting into it, we've got Doherty 87. This game was an absolute mess. Um, he had 39 touches, and I think he had like 139, 100. I think it was 139 fantasy. I don't actually have Doherty in fantasy. I probably should. I've got Dawson instead. But like 39 touches, 10 marks, a goal. How is this not a ton? Well, he had like 60% efficiency. Like, I don't harp on champion data too much because, like, they only do their job and they score games how the scoring system works. But my God, efficiency is just too important in this game. Like, he was only at like 65%. That's not even bad. For 39 touches and a goal, 87's terrible. And like, this isn't even the first one. Like, okay, this one wasn't a great game. Still over 20 touches. This one, 25 touches, 8 marks, 2 tackles, a goal, only 108. This used to be like a 130 for him. Just, I don't even know. Like, I can't trade him. Like, I can't do it. We've got too many other problems, but like, this is just terrible. He's not even a top 10 defender. It's not even top 15, I reckon. Like, it is so bad. And it's not because of him. He's playing fine. The role is fine. It's just his scoring is not going his way. Dacos has been great. Probably the only good pick I've got so far. Collingwood still look like the Globetrotters out there. This week they were very, very inaccurate, and it led to a just incredibly boring game. But yeah, they're still very good. Dacos a bit lower than I thought he'd have because it was Richmond, but yeah, you take it. That's why you vice him, not captain him. Stocker was trade in for a while. He was on his third consecutive 74, which would have been sweet, but scaled down. Still great, like 70 points from a guy that was 200 and something K. He should have, like, again, like, it's just I've made stupid trades, so dumb. What the hell was I thinking going Hayden Young? Like, this should have so easily been Liam Jones to Stocker. Like, Jones was a bad pick. Um, the durability and everything wasn't a good pick. Shouldn't have ever started him. But after game one, I should have went straight to Stocker. That was stupid. This whole Hayden Young thing, and it set my team back like 3-4 trades. I have to probably boost again just to make it over the hump of that Hayden Young rubbish. Jinby is the best player at West Coast. Best player West Coast has seen since like Chris Judd or something like that. Um, McKenna was good. Probably expect a bit better from him, but like it's whatever. At least he scored 1 point less than a 550k player. Just a shit week. I'm trying not to go overboard in it, but like it's just what can you say? This week sucked. It's already hit the point where like I can't watch the footy like without thinking of Supercoach. So I don't watch the games. I go watch something else. Thank God the F1 was on. And then I went to go see a movie and everything like that. So I just was able to preoccupy myself. But yeah, Wilmot Constable got dropped, which sucked. But at least it made room for Wilmot's score, which wasn't amazing, but it's better than nothing. Cowan, 2 weeks in a row now, he hasn't looked too impressive. Chincotta had 30 something touches in the VFL, so I wouldn't be surprised he gets dropped. Just, make the team worse while you're at it, just whatever. Laird took the captaincy, 114 is so low by his standards. So, like, his scores versus Adelaide aren't amazing, and I knew that going in, but there was just no one else. And, like, the only other option I had was Darcy. After Rosie's start to the season, I wasn't going to captain him, even though his history in showdowns is pretty good. But his start to the season just hasn't wowed me enough to actually put a captaincy on him. Darcy, I was thinking because, like, as a West Coast fan, I know Bailey Williams is the worst player of all time. So, whatever. But yeah, super low by Laird standards. Dropped 40k. Probably going to drop again. What is his break even? 118 versus Rio. Possible. He could break that. He could put up like a 130 or something like that this week. Actually, I might vice captain him, depending on how these games go. Maybe I'll have a look at it. Bont was terrible. It has to have set his own clanger record. Like it was clangers and frees against and everything. He dropped like 30 something points in that. Tom Green was solid. That's it. Like he was solid. Cash Gen is name of the game for him. He's doing a good job at it. I think his break even is still like sweet, isn't it? 109. Yeah, he can break that. And plus, doesn't he have? He had a big score last week, didn't he? Oh no, it was round one, which means that's out of the system now. This is why, like, round one is such a not important round, and I knew it, and I overreacted to scores from round one. Whatever. Go again next year. Setterfield was annoying on debut. I mean, not on debut, like on debut in the team. After trade in, only an 82 wasn't great, but he's the type of player that when Essendon's rolling and Essendon's winning, he's on it. Like he looks a lot better in wins than he does in losses. Warple's honestly probably a must trade. Because this is what you get. Like last week was good, so let's go Warple. 99, it was probably, a little overscored, but like you saw everything positive about Warple. This week you saw everything negative about Warple. So he's someone that if he has a bad game, it's a bad game. He doesn't get near the ball. When he does, he gets caught for holding the ball. Um, super inefficient with it. You know, he's finally got the ball again. He kicks it out, on the full, kicks it straight to the other team like an open player. Um, just yeah, you can get it's up and downs with him. You could probably hold him one more against Geelong. With a break even of 50, you could probably hold him. Could even probably hold him the GWS game, depending on how he scores. Like if he can actually hit like a 105, something like that, he's only projected 57. Say he goes 80, could probably hold him another week. But then, like, I'm not holding him through this. Once round six hits and you get those DPPs, and you can put like Will Day in the midfield, he's gone. I'm not doing this with Warple, where it's just these inefficient inefficient players that don't go after the ball. These two in particular, they're so bad. Why did I have him? Um, Especially with Warple, he should have been Setterfield. It's so dumb on my behalf. Hopper missed, but gave me Baker score, which probably would have been higher than what he had. Callahan, just I'm not even going to. Ashcroft, 80. He was good for a rookie. McKenzie was really good. Wish I had him on field instead of this bum. Baker was great because it gave through Hopper. But this is like a one-time score. Baker's not scoring that again. Davey was solid. He's making his cash. The Rucks, one's up and then the other's down. It's Marshall was terrible. Uh, he was underscored in Supercoach, but like it was about a 20-point difference. To say he gets to 90, still not good. You're expecting way over 100 from Marshall, and that's two of his three scores have been way under what you'd expect. Like this is kind of what you expect. That's basically a 130. That's what you expect. Not not 70. Darcy, on the other hand, was really good, but again, playing against the worst ruckman in the league by far, Bailey Williams. The forward line was up and down, mostly up, but a couple of downs. Dunkley, 108, you take it. Could have been worse, considering that somehow Brisbane just didn't show up. Cogs was so bad, extremely disappointing. Made me think, why the hell did I start this guy when I could have just had for the same, like, what is the total point difference? Players, go there, go there. Total points, where are we? Canelio, 308. For what was like a 50k difference between them, 1 point difference. So, another bad pick by me, the king of them. Rosie, 126. You take it. Again, he's typically pretty good in the showdown games, and it looked like he had the ball all the time. I wasn't really watching because I was already fed up with footy. So yeah, he was alright. Every time I'd flick over, he'd have the ball. Toronto is so it's not stupid, but like his football IQ is so low. He makes some of the most boneheaded plays ever. That like this shouldn't have been 100. He was very overscored from what I was watching. The stats help him. Like, if you go to stats, like, was it 29 touches, 6 tackles, stuff like this helps him. But like, Doherty had a better stat line. I'll just say that Doherty had a better stat line, and Doherty had 89. This shouldn't have been. This should have been like a mid to high 90 score. He makes some of the craziest idea plays ever. So many over the head, inefficient handballs and kick. Like he's wide open. This happened like at least 3 times in the game. Like the section I was watching, he'd have the ball, get the clearance. He'd have real estate to run around. He could run from center bounce all the way into like inside 50. He could run it, but instead he just really does that clearance kick. He just loves doing it around his body. Why? There is not a defender in miles. He still loves this clearance kick, which is inefficient, always ends up being like a turnover. Terrible. Siebel, he actually played good. Like in terms of if you watch, I did watch a bit of this one because the North and Hawthorn thing, Clarko. This was like their grand final, so this was a good game. Siebel played fine. And then Sheezer was like the best player of all time this weekend. Just in that role where you get 3 points for doing anything. Like you have 100 touches in that role. I reckon even I could go out there and put up a 50 in that halfback role. Combin was really good. Needed this bounce back after 12 last week. Again, I repeat it. 12. scored 12. Then like his upcoming Carlton, Brisbane, Gold Coast isn't the worst for him. Carlton have given up a couple of goals. Brisbane looks shaky. Where's AH? Okay, I had to look where this AH was. It says stupid Adelaide round, um, which I very much dislike. I think it is the dumbest thing AFL has done in a long time since the descent rule, um, which was only a year ago. So yeah, no way to tell how he's going to go there. Gold Coast, their defense isn't that great. So yeah, should be in for a bit of cash. And then Fergus Green, he'll play. Huge misses. We'll just go here because I can show just by break even. Like a lot of the people I missed have good break evens as well. Marty's not real. Like I wouldn't be bringing him in or anything. Just let it go. Will Phillips, he's someone I might bring in. It depends if I need a midfielder. I don't know if I will. Caminiti, I guess 102k probably should have went him over a. I should have went him over a Combin. Probably the total points is way in his favor. Cade Chandler is a huge miss. And this, like I said it last week, but like the reason I missed him is just because of being lazy. I didn't do any research on him. If I had just done 10 minutes of research, I would have picked him over Fergus. Yeah, it is what it is. Brockman, 1 game, let it go. It's not Rue, it's Van Royen, something like that. He looked alright, but again, first game, let it go. Jack Buckley, I was pretty impressed with him last week, and then he kind of backed it up again this week, so should have maybe brought him in instead of one of the bums I brought in. I mean, he was definitely the better GWS cheap pick other than Callahan. Jinby is great. Noah Long, I'm surprised I didn't hop on this, but I just wasn't sold on the Eagles forward line, and that's where he plays, so wasn't sold on it. Samson Ryan doesn't look good. Tresky Seaton. Sorry, the birds were loud. Tresky Seaton. He's had 2 good games so far, but at damn near 300k, wouldn't do it. Just wouldn't touch it. Michelini was good. He's scoring higher than I thought he would. It doesn't say what his I guess his last score was 82, averaging 64. It's higher than I thought. I thought he'd be like a 50s average. Crozier, don't like it. Showed that this role isn't as secure as it looked round 1, so round 2. So yeah, probably not going to go Crozier at any point. Bodie Uland got dropped. Oliver Hollands, a wing. I've already got a wing that sucks. I don't need another one. Ben King, no way. Davies looks really good. Oscar Allen, I guess. If you went on it, he's averaging 76, put up a 97, break even of 8, no, minus 16. He's a fine pick, but probably could have got better for cheaper. Jaden Hunt, who's carrying my fantasy team in the back line, so he's done good. Should have brought him in as well. The thing is, like, all these guys, I had them in teams. And, like, I had teams that had Day and Hunt and, like, a Dawson or something like that who's crazy outscoring Doherty at the moment. Bose was not good, so I'm happy I waited a week on bringing him in. Liam Jones, screw you. Yeah, I think that's about it. For, I guess, Setterfield, he's good. Wouldn't touch any of the Collingwood midfielders. They're all averaging inflated numbers. So, mids for Collingwood. And then just go back to normal. Like, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 averaging over 107. And then 6 over 90. This is inflated. Like, this is super inflated. Pendles is not a 117 player anymore. I don't, like... Is Tom Mitchell still 113? If he is, then this was like a huge miss. 500k for 113 is a huge miss. Side bottom, this is not going to keep up. This cannot keep up. 114 in the half forward role is unheard of. But yeah, so that's about it for other players. I'll go over trades I'm thinking about. One is you out, like Callahan's out. Every version of trades, Callahan's out. It would be Constable down, then getting rid of. I need to get rid of one other person because I want Will Day. So Will Day's who I want, but I'm 50k short. There's no one else either, like 356. Buckley missed the boat. Pearson away. Campbell, no. Jake Kelly, no. Tom Cole, no. Hunter Clark is huge, no. Bose, no. Bose got exposed for like the Chris Scott game plan. You get thrown around too much. If Chris Scott wasn't his coach, it'd be a great pick. Yeah, no one here. So it's either you go up to a 600k player, or I mean, like even in the midfield. So Brines, no. Saligo, no. Powell, no. Noah Long, no. Willie Rioli, no. Rangani Milera, no. No, no, no. Huge no. Maybe Phillips. Like Phillips, I'll bring this up. DFS Australia. CBAs. Who's he play for? North, round 3. Where are we? Will Phillips. 74 with Simpkin out, but I guess Simpkin was in here and Uniac was in here, and he still had 51. Above 50, and I'm fine. This Tom Powell went up heaps, and Greenwood's about the same. Soha got a couple more. Oh no, I guess 40 the week before. Oh, interesting to see if he actually gets named with the other guys healthy. I think he will. I think he showed enough. Royston looks like a good rookie, I guess, but you just leave him on the bench. Like, I think he's actually very consistently going to score 60. I think he might just straight up average 60 for the rest of the season. He's at 51 right now, but that's because the first week it was a sub, I want to say. Was he a sub? Total by minutes played. 76. No, he wasn't. Why was it so low? GWS, quickly. Come on, where are we? Roaston, 61. Okay, so why did he score so bad? First game jitters, perhaps? I guess there was no Josh Kelly, so he had to do more of it. Yeah, I don't mind him, maybe. But I do like Phillips more. But either way, we need to get Will Day. How do we do it? Can't trade Doherty. Could have last week, but missed the boat now. It's already dropped too much. Wobble. Go them two. That should give me. Where is he? Sarong had 146. That's interesting. He's averaging 105. What are his other scores? He's actually been okay. 101, 146. Not bad. It's two bad teams though, so maybe not that much. Where is he? Have to do that. Then Will Day and 292. Phillips. Yeah, like that. I mean that this just does the job for now. I do also I'm thinking about boosting just to get Darcy to English. Just because I don't really. I guess with Constable I can just get the best of the three. Constable won't be the sub. I think Sexton just is their season long sub. Against St Kilda, yeah, they'll probably just go Sexton again. Uh, yeah, so what we got? Phillips, I'll chuck the E on. Baker versus Richmond. That's not too bad, honestly, but I don't think Wings have scored good against Richmond so far. One person. Cowan, and then chuck it on you. It's a shame I can't do anything forward like that. Unless I bring in Kate Chandler. Could I? How could I do that? Bit of Warple. I have to redo the whole trade, don't I? Yep. I have to undo it all. Okay, so it was Warple. What am I doing? Callahan. Put Warple back. Maybe I'll do both. Okay, I'll do both of them. Move one of you into the midfield for a week. Then bring in Chandler. I mean, then I have to field him. I guess if it's 1 week, I can do it. 1 week, I can field him. Now, it doesn't give me much in the bank now I look at it. Because I don't think I've missed the boat completely on Chandler yet. He still looks like he's scoring good enough. And then I also want Day, who I have to do that for. I guess I'll put him there. I'm more comfortable fielding him. But this lets me pick the best of. And I just deleted it. There we are. All day. We'll go with this for now. Not too sure if I'm going to do it. I might do the Will Phillips version. Does mean I have to field a couple of rookies. Hopper should be back. Setterfield should be better. Who do Essendon have? GWS, yeah, he should be better. He used to play for them, so yeah. I reckon yeah. Okay, so I can watch Baker's score, and depending on that, I just field Mackenzie. Is that right? Baker. Okay, so about 3/4 time I have to make the switch. Okay, I can do that. I can do that. But yeah, that should be it for this week. Surely you guys all did better than me. You have to be ranked above me now. So yeah, I'll see you all next week. Tasty out.